All right, we're back and we're not waiting. We're into the games immediately. Mystic is back from some fiber issues from consuming too much of the dry cereal, but luckily for him, there's more on the way. He's running against some dry cereal enjoyers, and I guess Threezy, that was maybe a little bit too much practice. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's Oni Village. Rasmus ban gonna be coming out. They banned the Striker last game as well. They just think he's too dominant, it seems, as a Zentaro ban coming out from Dry Cereal. So interesting to see what the comps will be on Oni Village.
Yeah, last couple patches we have seen Rasmus keeps getting buffed and buffed and buffed because, well, the devs seem to want Rasmus to be viable on more than just Amy Zap, but that also does mean that when like 2 or 3 patches in a row a striker gets buffs, they're going to be pretty strong. So for now, Erionull on his classic Tiger Dubu, Mystic on that Asher that he piloted to such effect in the beta. On the other side, though, we got this Rune. That's going to be Rune goalie. That's fun.
So Megaverse actually kind of pioneered Rune Goalie a little bit in beta, so interesting to see him pull out here on Oni Village. Those pillars do occupy a significant portion of the goal. Lyarri playing Drakkar and Lumost on Juliet, so we'll see how this comp works to out core control and out barrier Estelle and Asher.
I love the nice barrier there coming in, nice pillar, but a barrier will still fall regardless. I love, by the way, we're seeing the Coug esports get flashed all over the place, winning the hearts of pretty much everyone after their incredible one in Battle for Texas just about 2 weeks ago. But for now, barrier's top side, bottom side. The Estelle is down, Lumos very low, but able to get the power orb, will be fine. And now Erionull in an open goal. It's getting a little scary. Almost. Oh, he makes the save, but trades his life, and Megaverse doing everything. Makes the save, makes the goal. What more could you want?
Yeah, these offensive rune pillars are really making the difference right now. Just puts one at midfield, and as Lumos stuns Mystic or Playdark there, the pillar just gets the goal.
Certainly does, and Megaverse just, again, flashing all the colleges that he maybe wishes he was part of. Instead, he's winning all the Mega Strikers games instead. Last second save on the barrier. Erionull, wrong position. Barrier will fall. But the Energy Blast, hey, it's not going to prevent that, or it's not going to knock that one down. Second save goes. But we need to see more pressure coming out of the meme dream team to make sure that they can exist on the other side of that. Because right now, I mean, Dubu is so sad. He can't play. There's so much pressure on him.
Yeah, I think Playdark and Mystic just have to find their positioning here, kind of allowing Lyarri and Lumos to just core control them in the midfield. As you see, Lumos just stuffing it through Erionull there.
Yeah. We've talked as well, right, about this idea that, Dubu is slow, has some long cooldowns, but the problem also with Dubu is that the cast times are pretty slow. So if you commit to say, Bamboozle, which he did, you can take so much, you get out of position so quickly. As now on the bottom side, one barrier falls immediately, but more importantly, Mystic and Playdark, they're just getting abused here, Threezy. They just can't stay alive. There we go, Ash is dead.
Yeah, so because they're down levels, Lumos and Lyarri actually get to switch to a little KO-focused attack here, as Megaverse also can add Banish to that arsenal. As you see them getting an advantage here, trying to get that barrier, but Erionull holding it down.
Yeah, certainly. But now, hey, a little bit more opportunity. As I say that, it's gonna be the Estelle down once again. Erionull at least has the energy burst available to him as a defensive tool. And hey, somersaults forward into the speed zone, but the pillar is gonna be fine. Mystic barely stays alive, but still very scary. But now, hey, okay, power play for the first time. Playdark on the bottom side. The pillar does make sure that it doesn't go down, and finally, Erionull is going to be able to have some space. Open goal, and in fact, Playdark pushes it right in. So scary first couple sets, but bit of a comeback here.
Yeah, the thing with Rune Goalie, the gimmick, you would call it, is that the pillars do a really good job of defending the barriers, but once you have an open goal, especially with an Estelle matchup, it's kind of hard to defend. Oh my goodness, as you see, Lumost and Lyarri just converging on Mystic to secure that KO and the barrier.
Yep, and I am getting a bit of an update, by the way, on the other semifinals here. Seems like Avengers did go and they did win, which means that other semifinal is happening. So if you want to take a look at that, of course, you can watch it. All the players are streaming, specifically Bell's IRL on Twitch, twitch.tv/BellsIRL, if you want to catch that other semifinals. But we're going to stick here as we see Mystic fighting desperately to buy time for the Estelle to pop up. And, hey, the Estelle is going to be back, and Lumost actually gets knocked down here. So, again, bit of a power play, but you got to be able to clear it. And Lyarri, a bit of a wall on the top side.
Yeah, as you see, Lumost just trading his HP for the attempted barrier and just not able to find it, so that trade isn't worth. As you see him coming back, and now it's even Steven coming back here looking for that barrier.
Certainly, and now barrier will now fall, so Erionull a bit more space to deal with. And again, Dubu, First Awakening's very slow, and oh, what a spicy little redirect there coming on in from Lumost. Erionull looks low, and Lumost shoots it right high. First
Yeah,
set goes the way.
little feint down there, and then just a nice strike up into that top right corner for Lumost. Pick of the litter here for him. See what he opts for. It's probably looking like stacks on stacks if I had to guess.
Yeah, that makes sense, right? You want more speed, and with the power that we have on in the Juliet in this game, with how far ahead the Juliet is, Juliet's not going to get knocked out, not easily. So you're going to sit on that 100 stack. You're going to move faster. You're going to be very happy with things.
Yeah, and Erionull opting for the Glass Canyon again. He's got momentum boots, which maybe are a bit less strong on this map, considering that he might be taking some damage from Juliet and Drakkar. But we'll see how much he can run the uptime on those, and whether that affects the mid pressure that Playdark and Mystic are able to get.
I actually really like this Glass Cannon idea on Drek. Man, you know what, ThreezyBreezy, the Estelle just cannot live on the field. And oh, Mystic's so low, but even still is going to be able to find that barrier. And hey, doesn't get knocked out, pops the elusive, and that's something. Summer Assault stuns the core, but it will still knock the barrier down anyways. Now Lyarri, Lumost working together to see what they can find, and hey, a knockout, that's going to work. That's a nice start.
Yeah, Mystic just playing Stagger there for almost the entire round after Playdark falls, and just a perma power play here for Dry Cereal as they're finally able to find the goal. Lyarri, nice shot and shotgun.
And it's interesting how powerful the knockout compositions have been here as well, because I want to say it was built different, right? That was that kind of early awakening that so you have everyone just a little bit bigger, a little bit more striker power. Actually, what am I saying? It's not stagger, it's striker power. So Mystic goes down once again. Playdark as well, so low. Even if they're on the pitch, right? Even if they're on the field, they can't get close to Lumost. They can't get close to the Drek.
Yeah, going against the wall, especially staggered against a Juliet or Drakkar, is just asking for death. As you see, Lyarri strike shotguns it past Erionull, who isn't able to respond with Somersault in time. Just a dominant showing here from Lumost and Lyarri.
Yeah, and we're really, again, I've been critical of the Dubu pick, much like I was critical of the Atlas pick. At these high-level games, when you have to cover so much area, cooldown, cast time, mobility, they're so important, and that's just not something that Dubu really has in spades right now, and more importantly, doesn't really have some of the size or the power that kind of makes up for it. So even still, Mystic takes a lot of damage here. Erionull doing a good job of staying top side, staying bottom side, making sure the barriers don't go down, but instead both will. So Lumost here, Drek as well. Are they going to be able to find what they're looking for? That's going to be a great banish on too, but even still, Lumost looks to dash in, but oh, the Tofu Fortress is beautiful. Megaverse though, that pillar keeps the barrier alive until Mystic knocks it down. Open goals, both sides.
Mystic doing a great job of keeping the core forward here while Playdark is staggered, and so is Lumost, and he finds the goal. Well played by Mystic there. Really just controlling the core and finding a score.
Exactly. And by the way, it was built different. Excuse me. What am I saying? Yeah, it was built different. That was that starter awakening. So lots more power, lots more size. It really is no surprise that people are getting knocked out, and a barrier will fall. Megaverse just a little bit slow on the pillar there, but look at how aggressive he's playing, because he does have that ability to go find his way back. And now an aggressive position forward as Energy Blast gets dropped. Now both barriers will go down. And, well, Megaverse, what can you find? Great banish, knockout Playdark, but he's going to stay alive for the moment. And Lyarri topside, Lumost bottom. Got to get it to Lyarri, but can't find it just yet. Lumost, though, shepherds his opponents into an early grave. Shot goes topside. And yes, ThreezyBreezy, there was maybe some happiness. There was maybe a shot back, but at the end of the day, it's still 2 sets in the good coming in from Lumost, Megaverse, and Lyarri.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it. These Megaverse pillars, this aggressiveness is really showing itself in terms of the barrier differential. Just holding one barrier and able to go forward with eject, placing pillars and securing those lanes, those speed lanes where the core is able to go, and really getting those barriers. As you see, Lumost opting for Big Fish, scaling with build different. That allows him to stun and KO from a much farther range, as well as drag the core with him. So we're looking to see him score here with that. As Dubu gets prime time, Rune also gets timeless. So look to see those pillars really get a lot of value here.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, we've already seen that timeless or the pillars be so impactful in this matchup. So let's see what we have happen. Man, the pillar is just lasting for forever here. How do you get past that?
Yeah, I mean, you really don't. All you can do is pass the core from one side to another, but Oni Village being small doesn't allow for a ton of core to get through that middle. So Lumos looking to stay alive here as he's staggered. Lyarri looking to get it to him, or score by herself. Nice pillar there from Megaverse. Looking to get it to Lyarri.
Oh, Playdark Rosewarth's a little bit too far forward. Thought he had an opportunity, but instead just dodges the core, so one barrier will fall. Big banish means the core just gets to sit there for a moment, but it buys some time. Now second barrier goes down. Megaverse, he blinked a little bit too far forward, and now open goals both sides here. But that pillar just denying the entire top side of the map. Lumost, though, gets knocked out, and finally, the pressure seems to be working here, coming on in from the side of the Dream Meme team.
Yeah, that's huge because Mystic just gained, I think, at least 2.5 levels off that. Just full comboing there with his ult and primary as he uses it again to score on Megaverse. Like I said, Rune doesn't have many tools in a one-on-one, so once you find those barriers, it's really easy to score.
Yeah, the pillar was great and the banish did buy time, but just not enough time. And even still looking at the Drek can be a powerful defensive striker, but not really the way that Lyarri has built. Oh man, the Asher gets low.
Yeah, as we see a funny interaction coming there between Dubu Wall and Rune Pillar with Timeless. Just which wall will prevail as Playdark and Mystic just trying to get this core out. As Lyarri doing a great job of core controlling here.
Yeah, I propose that between Megaverse and Erionull together, we rename them as, they're both Walter now, because their walls are very, very good. But for now, Megaverse top side, Lyarri bottom, shepherds it forward. Molten Bolt does mean that Playdark taking a little bit more damage. Lumos stays alive, and that is going to be a dead barrier. So again, open goal situation coming in. Let's see if they can equalize.
Yeah, Lumos looking to protect his stacks here as he goes back for that power orb. Megaverse pushing up. Lumos now with Flip looking to push forward. Lyarri taking it on the bot side. Lumos just trying to put some pressure on Mystic and Erionull. Looking for that Flip.
Certainly. Oh, Lumos gets low, staggered and knocked out at the same time. So it's overtime. Core moves faster and you're 3-on-2. This is not a situation Megaverse wants to be in, but is he going to be able to keep that barrier alive for now? And Lyarri, hey, doing a great job finding pressure in the middle, staggers Mystic. So even with that knockout, they stay alive, they keep the barrier alive, and now let's do it. Oh, okay, 3-on-2 on the other side. Ash is dead.
Yeah, there you see that Juliet change coming through as Lyarri with a beautiful pass to Mystic. 1-2 for the goal. Mystic stagger there, not able to elusive the Juliet punch, and a power play there converted by Lumost and Lyarri.
And man, that was some beautiful passing as well. It just top side, bottom side, finding all this space. And when we look at top level of Mega Strikers, yes, it's nice knockouts, flashy plays, but it's about the positioning as well. This ability to make sure you're always where you need to be, and we're seeing that coming on in from the dry serial enjoyers, even as that barrier will fall. But you trade 1 for 1, and Lyarri surfaces, finds the hit, but not going to find much at the moment. And this barrier, the pillar, you just can't touch it.
Yeah, Megaverse doing a great job standing at the midline here. You see how his TP is placed at that last barrier. If it ever goes down, he's just able to respawn. Nice wall from Erionull there as Lumost and Lyarri attempt to handle the power play with a goal, but Erionull holding it down as Playdark snipes and gets some XP back for that kill on Lyarri there. Oh my, but Lumost is too big, too built different with a dash punch, knocking out Erionull and scoring there.
Man, you see, we talk about how Asher, that you put Asher in the goal and it's like, well, okay, what am I going to do? Well, sometimes Juliet is the same way with the Phoenix Flurry or the Phoenix Dash, whatever it's called. But for now, double pillar committed on top side, and that does mean the Megaverse doesn't have resources for the time being, but it's going to be an immediate knockout. And an elusive Crystal Thorns get dodged, and now 3-on-2. Lyarri tries to find their way through onto the barrier, but can she find it? No, not for the moment. Energy Burst goes down, but that's going to be another wall forced. Megaverse, though, playing so aggressive here.
Yeah, really looking to press his advantage, using all of his abilities offensively. Does have some for defense, as these pillars, again, they just last for so long that he's able to use them at will.
The one scary thing, of course, is that the teleportation position is forward, which means that if Megaverse ever wants to do anything, does not have that nice, safe defensive ability. So we will notice that Megaverse does have to play a little bit safer right now to maybe try to trigger the teleport. But for now, the barrier will fall. Lyarri on the top side. Summer Assault, but you put it in, and it's the KO. Lumost. Make sure that it is, of course, going to be the dream. Sorry, excuse me. The dry serial enjoyers ending the dreams and ending the memes. And now we have our finalists.
Yeah, I mean, you see Lumos there really utilizing that big fish just in that last round. That KO sealing the goal. just that extended range with the primary, really doing a ton of damage and knocking out strikers all across the board. As you see, 12 KOs coming out, the most damage in the game as well with 27k. Lyarri as well doing a ton of core controlling, 144 redirects, 90 shots coming out from both forwards, as well as 30 from Megaverse. Just insane pressure coming out from these three.
Yeah.
Really impressive.
Hello, I am fixing things. Discord crashed. I guess it was overloading or something, so we'll hear them in just a sec. If you can hear me right now,
You
that
do
means
have
I'm
that
fixing
ability.
things. There we go. Gentlemen, my Discord crashed, so I had to talk to the stream for a second, but, we're good. I think it was just overloaded or something was going on with it. Either way, we're back, and continue your conversation. It cut off a little bit halfway through that as well.
All right. So TLDR, TL didn't listen. Good goalie blocks goals. Great goalie scores. There we go.
Yeah, and just creates opportunities for his team. You see 151 redirects, the most in the game there for Megaverse. I'm really doing it all. Not to mention Lumost just securing those KOs. Lyarri, every member did their role, knew the mission, and able to 3-0 there. So well played.